Down in the middle, he's a smart guy. He can run the show. So I've been enjoying playing alongside him. And I'm looking forward to this year.
I got to ask Ryan Day Monday about just how you and Ronnie get to play together. You guys are those two veterans, two different programs now come together. How from your vantage point, how are you guys going to mesh together and how do you work together?
Right. I mean, it's been fun so far. Ronnie's an interesting guy. I mean, that's my dog. So it's been kind of smooth playing with him. I mean, we kind of have fun on the field. We kind of got similar personalities, so we're both like funny guys joking. So even when we're on the field, we're kind of loose just playing. We're communicating, pointing out things we see. CJ's pointing at us, we pointing back at CJ. So it's just been kind of fun, getting after those guys and competing. So it's gonna be a fun year playing alongside Ronnie and Brock and Cord, Cam Martinez. I mean, we got some guys that can play ball, so it's gonna be fun.
You maybe could drop down as like the DN and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
You got to play under Jim Knowles, who had that Leo position at Oklahoma State. You have that advantage of knowing what that is like in the defensive scheme. What kind of insight can you offer just on that Leo position?
Right. I'll say that position gonna make a lot of plays. So I'm sure all them guys in that D-line room trying to get there. That's a position that you put into a lot of the Leo or the Rush, whatever you're gonna call it, or the Jack. They're put into a lot of different positions to be successful and make plays. So whoever gets it, I mean, you're gonna see him a lot. You're gonna see his number a lot. And I want to say 20 Mitchell. He's been kind of popping out to me just as far as I think he's playing that right now. He's been making some plays. So yeah, but you're gonna see that number whoever's playing that Jack a lot.
Do guys look to you and be like, dude, what's Jim talking about? Like, I got no idea, because you have played in this system. You're very familiar with it. Maybe some of these other guys that aren't used to it maybe look to you as for that kind of leadership, if you will.
Yeah, that's definitely happened a lot. Doing the spring, competing in the spring. I mean, there's times where we're on the field and we get a signal and guys are like, hey, Tanner, what is that? So I was saying earlier, I've been having to be more of a vocal leader than I was at my previous school, which is no problem. But I also was saying guys are picking up the defense really fast, and that's really good. Like guys, are beating my expectations as far as how fast they pick up the defense, which is good. And obviously it helps, having somebody that played in it. But even me, I mean, I don't know it all. Guys think he knows the defense in and out. I mean, I'm still trying to learn, different things. I'm trying to see what the linebackers doing, see what the D-line doing. So I'm trying to further my, knowledge of the defense as well. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of times where guys are like, hey, T, what we doing? Teammate, what we doing? So yeah.
How come you think they've picked it up so fast?
Yeah, I think honestly, I think the coaches are doing a really good job. Coach Knowles he's brought in guys that used to coach under him as well, guys from Duke and even guys from Oklahoma State. So I think having other coaches that have been in his defense as well, and then having me as a player been in defense as well, like everybody's really in every room getting a taste of somebody that's done it before, somebody that's been in it before. So I think that's helped a lot, honestly, in the coaching, like in our individual meetings, guys are really, getting to see firsthand, like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, this is how the defense looks. So having, those different coaches in each room, and then me as a player, being out there with them, I think it's been a pretty easy transition.
You were talking about Ronnie earlier too. He's been playing the adjuster, the free safety. Last year he'd been more like a boundary safety, so it's a little bit of a different spot for him on the field. How do you think he's done and looked in that?
I think he's looked really good. To me, Rock is a pretty versatile safety. To me, he's obviously a bigger safety, but he can run. He can cover. So I think that's probably why Coach Knowles wanted to put him there in that middle position, so he can do a few different things. I mean, he can blitz as well. So in that middle position, they do a lot of different things. I mean, they're not just playing deep all the time. You know what I mean? So he gets to blitz. He gets to cover down in the box. He gets to play linebacker almost. So it's similar to what he did at Bullet. It's just more in the middle instead of in the boundary. And then that boundary position, we got Core and we got Proc playing that too. And they get the roll to the middle probably maybe more than the adjuster, which is the middle safety. So you might see the boundary safety in the middle more than the middle safety. So it's just a lot of different things Coach Knowles likes to do with the defense. So a lot of people think the boundary safety is like the box guy, but both of them really do similar things. So and Rocket, Core, Proc, they can all play both of those positions.
Jim said he kind of knows he needs to hit the ground running here. So I was curious, is there anything different about how things are being installed? Has it maybe been accelerated? Or?
Yeah, it's definitely been accelerated. The first like 2 or 3 weeks of spring, I mean, he was putting in a lot of plays. And I kind of told him a few times, hey, Coach, you putting in a lot. He's like, man, I want to get it in. Just, I know they're going to mess up. I just want to get it in so, the guys, get a feel for it. But the guys have handled it really well. I mean, you know, I mean, all the coaches will tell you the same thing. I mean, everybody's handled how much he's thrown at them really well, and everybody's adjusting pretty fast. So it's definitely different. Like you said, from my previous school, it's been different. He's put in like almost the whole playbook, you know, just in the spring, which is good. So now everybody can see, you know, this is what the defense is going to look like. So, you know, that's exciting that everybody's really picking it up, and you're not just seeing, you know, guys lost out there. I mean, guys look like they know what they're doing, which is really good. So I'm excited.
Tanner, has he put in anything that's new to you, or is it still all?
Nah, it's pretty much the same for me. We're probably going to have to use more, he calls it the sub package or tank package, whatever, where you bring in an extra linebacker. I'll come out the nickel, and you'll play with 2 safeties. You know, that's more for like 12 personnel, like big tight ends, 13 personnel. So I don't know who played who Wisconsin. Yeah, you know, stuff like that.
You're getting used to it already.
Right, yeah. So you know, teams like that will obviously have to use that more than we did in the Big 12. So that's probably the only difference. But I mean, we ran sub package over there as well. So.
Do you feel like less of the new guy because there's a comfort level with what you're running?
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, but coming in, I mean, originally I definitely, you know, I was the new guy. You know what I mean? Everybody knew I came, you know, from Oklahoma State with Coach Knowles, but you know, still a new guy. But everybody embraced me, you know, really well. You know, I got some guys I can call brothers now. You know, like I said, Rocky, you know, we spend a lot of time together. You know, even the courts, the procs, all of them in the back end, we spend a lot of time together. So we built that relationship. But and then having those guys, you know, come to me for help, you know, that's helped me build relationships with everybody else as well, the linebackers, you know, even some of the D linemen. So yeah, I feel like I've been here for, you know, a year or two now. So I'm pretty comfortable now.